Hello everyone, and welcome to Clover Garden. Today, we follow the golden journey of yellow-fleshed kiwi from tender young vines to shining fruit baskets. This delicate crop thrives in mild climates, well-drained soil, steady moisture, strong trellis support, and patient hands that understand every vine. In this video, we'll see planting, training, pruning, flowering, pollination, fruit care, harvesting, sorting, and packing, until golden kiwis finally leave the farm.
As dawn breaks, a horse cart loaded with pots of golden-fleshed kiwi saplings arrives at the Highland farm gate. The main farmer opens the sturdy wooden gate and warmly welcomes the arriving cart of young plants. The farmer carefully inspects the sapling pots by gently squeezing the soil balls with his hands. The sapling pots are spread out carefully across a wooden inspection table for close examination. Weak or damaged sapling pods are identified and gently removed to be set aside safely. The farmer tills the soil in the planting area manually using a steady hoe. Stones and weeds are picked up carefully by hand from the prepared planting ground. Drainage trenches are dug manually by hand to ensure proper water management. Planting beds and precise rows are formed manually with dedicated effort. After months of nurturing, the kiwi saplings have grown strong and healthy in the nursery. Prepared sapling pots are transported with care to the main garden planting area. Each sapling pot is thoroughly watered before the important planting begins. The farmer checks soil moisture by pressing a hand gently into the earth. Wooden signs noting the planting date are installed with thoughtful attention. Tools are cleaned up thoroughly and put away after completing land preparation. Neatly arranged rows of healthy sapling pots stand ready for planting. The team of farmers carries sapling pots to their designated planting holes. Deep post holes are dug carefully with a shovel for the trellis system. Vertical wooden posts are installed to form the strong trellis structure. Posts are secured firmly with volcanic rocks and compacted soil around the base. The wire ends are anchored securely to corner posts using manual tensioners. Planting spacing is measured carefully at 3 to 4 meters between trees. Planting holes are dug manually for each young kiwi sapling. Female and male kiwi trees are planted in an 8-to-1 ratio. Soil is backfilled and compacted firmly around each tree base by hand. Bamboo stakes are placed to provide essential support for the young saplings. The main trunk is gently tied to the trellis using soft fabric ties. Ties around the young trunk are carefully loosened to prevent bark damage. Newly planted trees are thoroughly watered to help them establish roots. A layer of organic mulch is spread around each tree base. The farmer tests trellis wire tension by pulling them firmly by hand. Completed rows of new trellises are observed carefully from various angles. Excess tools and materials are cleaned up and stored properly away. After several weeks, young kiwi trees begin climbing and attaching to the trellis. The farmer gently presses soil around each base to check tree stability. In spring, the farmer guides the main leader branch upward along the trellis wires. New shoots at the top are carefully tied to the horizontal wires with soft ties. Unwanted shoots growing from the trunk base are carefully removed by hand. During summer, vigorous side shoots are pruned more aggressively for balance. New lateral branches are gently tied to the trellis using soft fabric ties. The farmer carefully checks the tension and stretch of the steel wires. The camera glides along long trellis rows, revealing branches spreading evenly on the wires. Dead and weak branches are precisely cut and removed from the vines. Old fabric ties are replaced with wider, softer ones to protect growing bark. A before and after view reveals the transformation from tangled to neat trellis after pruning. In winter, large old branches are pruned back to encourage new growth. A thin layer of natural protective coating is applied to large pruning cuts. Healthy new shoots are securely fastened to the sturdy trellis structure. Light pruning is performed carefully around the main trunk of each tree. Pruned kiwi branches sway gently in the cold end-of-season breeze. A wide view showcases the open, well-trained kiwi trellis after a full season of pruning. Early morning sunlight illuminates the fresh new buds of the new season. Leaves are gently turned over to inspect for any pests or diseases. The farmer carefully checks the overall condition of the trellis rows. With pruning and training complete, the team transitions to daily maintenance. Weeds between the rows are pulled carefully by hand to keep the soil clean. Soil around each tree base is lightly loosened for better aeration. Water is applied precisely at the base using a bucket, avoiding the flowers. Rich organic fertilizer is spread carefully by hand around each tree base. Delicate white kiwi flowers bloom beautifully along the trellis wires. Hand pollination is performed delicately using a soft brush. Pollen is carefully transferred from male flowers to female flowers. Low bamboo windbreaks are erected along the edges of the trellis rows. Damaged or imperfect flowers are gently removed by hand from the vines. Tiny young kiwi fruits begin to form and develop on the branches. Potassium-rich organic fertilizer is applied carefully by hand around the bases. Water is provided thoughtfully during dry and sunny periods. Supplemental hand pollination is carefully performed for late-blooming flowers on the trellis. Developing young kiwi fruits are observed growing evenly across the branches. The garden presents a thriving scene after successful pollination. After several months, the young kiwi fruits have grown much larger. Excess fruits are thinned carefully by hand, leaving 2 to 3 per cluster. Small bamboo supports are placed under heavy fruit clusters for stability. Diseased or damaged leaves are removed precisely using pruning shears. Light pruning is performed around the developing fruit clusters. Fruit diameter is measured accurately with a simple wooden gauge. Soil under the trellis is lightly cultivated by hand for better conditions. The farmer notes the fragrant scent and gently checks skin tension on the fruits. Early maturing clusters are marked with colored strings for harvest priority. A second application of potassium fertilizer is spread carefully by hand. Fruit firmness and stem condition are inspected thoroughly by the farmer. Pests are removed manually one by one from the plants. A sample fruit is cut open to inspect the golden flesh and black seeds. Fruit firmness is tested gently with careful hand pressure. Final weeding around the tree bases is completed thoroughly by hand. Leaves are turned once more to check carefully for pests and diseases. Excess leaves shading the fruits are trimmed away with precision. The fruits are observed beginning to change to a lighter green color. The area around the trellis is thoroughly cleaned and prepared. The kiwi orchard stands ready just before harvest time begins. Fruit development and protection are now complete, transitioning to harvest. Sample fruits are selected based on size, firmness, and stem condition. Harvested fruits are gently placed into fabric-lined baskets. A second worker receives the full basket from his partner below. Full baskets of kiwis are moved safely to the cool shade. Ladders are positioned to reach the higher fruits on the trellis. High fruits are harvested and placed carefully into waiting baskets. Defective or damaged fruits are separated into a special basket. Preliminary sorting of the harvest is done under the refreshing shade. The dedicated team of farmers continues harvesting along the next row of mature kiwi trees. Full baskets of golden kiwis are carried balanced carefully with strong shoulders. Ripe fruits are harvested steadily under the warm afternoon sunlight. A sample fruit is cut open to reveal the rich golden interior. The final clusters of fruits are harvested with gentle precision. The last full baskets are carried safely to the collection point. Ladders and pruning tools are cleaned up and stored away properly. Baskets are moved into the shaded shelter for protection. Full baskets are neatly arranged under the covered area. The entire harvested kiwi crop is observed with pride. Harvest is now complete and transitions smoothly to packing and shipping. Baskets of harvested kiwis are carried into the packing shed. Dust and dirt on the fruit skins are gently brushed off. Fruits with soil are wiped clean with a damp cloth and dry. Fruits are sorted carefully by size using skilled manual selection. Substandard or damaged fruits are removed with attentive care. Selected fruits are packed into wooden crates lined with soft paper. An additional thin layer of soft fabric protects between fruit labels. Wooden crate lids are closed carefully to secure the precious load. Wooden labels are handwritten neatly with a pencil. The crate is gently shaken to settle the fruits without shifting. Crates are neatly stacked in straight, orderly rows. The horse cart loaded with crates departs the Highland farm at dusk. A wide aerial shot shows the entire Highland farm at twilight as the cart disappears into the horizon.